Okay, hello everyone and welcome to our webinar. We're calling this webinar Marketing Online Has Changed, which you will, as we go through this, you're going to really see that it really has changed. I'm Jane Mark and I'm the president of So Cool Inc. and Jam Marketing Inc. And what we're going to do today is walk through how you make a really good capture page on your list, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to show you exactly what I do with it. But before we get started, here's what I would like to do so that you have some context for why you need capture pages and what we're doing with them. I want to ask you all a question. There's no absolute right or wrong answer. I just want you to type an answer in the chat box, and Phil will read me a couple of your responses, and then we'll get going with the demo. So here's the question. Why is it that the links you send out to promote your programs online may not be working for you? So here's the question again. Why is it that the links you are sending out now to promote your online programs, no matter whether that's a service or a business op, I don't care what it is, why may they not be working for you? If they're working for you, you can tell us exactly why. But if they are not, what makes you think that those links may not be working as well as they used to? I mean, frankly, many years ago, you could shoot out an affiliate link for a program and you could make a lot of money. It's really, really, really tricky to do that now. So why is that? Why is it a problem? Anyone have an answer? Wait a minute, we've got some answers here. Hang on, I'm getting them from Phil. Okay, bad capture page. That's a good answer, but we're not going to have any bad capture pages on your list. So I'm striking that off the list. We said that. That's great. Russell says because Google wants to control the world. I have to say, I'm going to buy that one. That's very good. But why? They don't really control the world. They're looking for something. What is it they're looking for? Okay. Oh, they're blacklisted? Okay, that's possible. Yeah. It does not catch the interest of the person. Okay, good answer. Email not delivered. That's a nightmare we all have. That's absolutely true. Oh, thank you. Who said that? Who? Vincent, you got the answer I was looking for. Everyone is doing the same thing. Meaning, if you all send out an affiliate link, Google, whatever it is, socool.com/socool, socool.com/ whatever your username is. If you all send out affiliate links, you're going to be ignored by the search engines. And you're probably going to have more of your emails that are blocked. And it's not because these sites are on a spam list or anything like that. It's because they're the same old, same old, same old links. You need to be sending out in your emails or in your articles or wherever you are posting on social media sites. I don't care where it is. You need to send out a unique link. It is really critical. Now, this, excuse me, did not used to be the case, but more and more and more it is the case now. So This is a very important concept, and I'm going to keep coming back to it as we go through this webinar, because until you feel comfortable with this, you are going to probably be struggling a lot online. You really need to use unique links, which you can do, of course, at On Your List, because every link that is generated is completely unique, and we're going to show you that in a minute. Okay, so Phil, now that we've gotten great answers, we did get good answers. Thank you guys to that question. We're going to put up the follow along link so you can see what we're doing today. The first thing I'm going to do is create from scratch a capture page. And as I swear to God, I do these in under 60 seconds, sorry. I'm going to slow down for you guys today because I want you to really see what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So I'm not going to do a video. That's a whole different issue, but it's very easy. You just insert a video. I am going to work with a text capture page, and what I'm going to do is just simply click on here. Now, some of you, I notice, think this is the end-all and be-all of the capture page, because I see a lot of you are not changing your backgrounds on your capture page. That comes down the page a little. So everybody is working with this default picture of these two people on the beach with their hands behind their head. You don't, it's fine to use that picture, that background image, but it literally is one of the few that we have in here that is all over the net because it's a purchased one. So work with it to set your page up, but then change your background image when we get further down. Now, why am I talking about unique links? Because when you first come to make your page, the most important thing you want to do is think about the title. That is going to become part of your link that you're going to use when you promote your capture page. So it's important that you think through what it is you want to say in your title, because essentially it becomes a keyword for you. So I'm going to do a page today on one of our sites called Cool Search, and I'm going to title it Buy and Sell Keywords, because that's actually what the site does. Let me make sure I spelled it right, because I'm the world's worst speller, and if I didn't, my link is not going to say what I want it to. So buy and sell see, there we go. Jane, the worst speller in the world, spelled it wrong. Keywords. Okay, buy and sell keywords. That is now going to become part of my unique link, and nobody else can have it in the whole world. And the reason for that is that On Your List will not let you create a capture page that is exactly the same as the capture page that I'm creating. So if you try to duplicate it, it will give you a message that says this title is already in use. So every single page that you create is a unique link. Now, all right, so the first thing we do is we want to put in the heading. So let's put in buy and sell keywords for profit. Own your own keywords. Now you can copy and paste this if you like. That avoids the spelling mistakes. But okay, so now remember, I'm working with the default image. So I'm going to leave this white, because you can change the color of your ink here. You can make it orange. I don't like that. It looks like a pumpkin. But I usually work with white when I'm working with the default image until I get down to the bottom. But I want to see what that looks like. Buy and sell keywords for profit. Own your own keywords. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to do is give people an instruction. What do I want them to do? I want them to leave me their email address. That's my lead. I want to be able to follow up with them. So enter your name and email address for instant access. I like to use that one. You can use any of your own or any of the ones that are there. And since I'm still working on the default page, I'm going to leave that yellow because that looks fine right now. Okay, now I'm going to come down to my last line. And you can do one of two things here. You can use one of our footers, which is mostly to ensure that people are comfortable with your site. Like they all say, that we're not going to sell your name, or your privacy is kept private with us, all of those kinds of things. In this case, I want to give a much more specific message. So I'm going to take out the regular footers that we use, and I'm going to say prices for keywords start as low. I really want people to leave me their email, so I want to tell them something about the site. Low as 20 cents. Fund your account with as little as $10. Okay, so that's my last message. That's what I'm going to try to get them to grab them, that whatever this buy and sell keywords is about, it's not going to cost you a lot of money. That's the message in this particular capture page that I want to get across. Now, I want you to pay very close attention to the next part, autoresponder. You have two choices. Well, you have four choices of autoresponders, but you can either put an autoresponder in, which means that people are going to get a validation link from your autoresponder, or you can check none. If you are not using an autoresponder, nothing will happen right now if you don't check none. But something is coming down the road that I want you to get into the habit of checking none if you are not going to use an autoresponder. Now, what are the reasons for not using an autoresponder? First of all, some of you may not have an autoresponder, and that's fine. I've been working online for 13 years, and I think I was about I think I was about 5 years in before I ever knew what an autoresponder is. So you may not use an autoresponder because you don't have one. Maybe, oh, sorry guys, you seem to have gotten a little overpacked. Let me turn that message off. You may not use an autoresponder because you are not interested, for whatever reason, in doing anything but getting somebody to your website. Now, why would that be true? Let's say that I have a free sign up on this site that I'm about to promote called Cool Search. I may not want to distract people with having to validate and an autoresponder and do all that, because if I can get them to my site that has a free sign up, I already have them on my list. So that's another reason you may not want to use an autoresponder. In this case, I'm going to use an autoresponder just so you can see how it's done. I'm going to check Aweber, and you must put in the exact name of the list that you want to send them to at Aweber. That's true of Traffic, Wave, Get Response, and GVO. By the way, at some point, if you use other autoresponders, we will be developing a way for you that you can simply add a code if it's a fairly well-known autoresponder, not for any autoresponder, but for a lot of them. And you'll be able to add your own code, but that's a little bit down the road. So I'm adding an Aweber account, and if people verify rather than sign up to my Cool Search account, at least I haven't lost them. they're on my AWeber list called On Your List. All right, now let's stop and talk about sales funnels. I am advertising a site named Cool Search. Cool Search, while it looks like it may be about buying and selling keywords, it is also about something near and dear to my heart that we were just talking about, which is at Cool Search, you can create unique links that can get you seen all over the net. Where else can you create unique links? You're going to see that in just a few minutes, but let me assure you, it is at SoCool.com. So I am going to create the following sales funnel. I'm going to send people to my primary site, CoolSearch.com. Because SoCool and Cool Search are related, and you usually want to put a second target link that is related to the first site that you're promoting. You don't have to put anything here. But if you want to create a sales funnel, if they don't like Cool Search, maybe they'll like SoCool. So I'm going to put SoCool in there. And then if you're an unlimited member of On Your List, you can either create your own custom page, and I'll show you what that looks like when we test the capture page. Oh, I keep clicking this message and they keep showing me this. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so we have given you a default custom page if you're an unlimited member. So if you haven't created a custom page, you can simply attach the On Your List one. And I'll show you what that looks like when we end up. Your next step, so I've created a sales funnel, and as we go through it, I'll show you what that looks like. Now I'm going to choose a background image, and here's where the fun begins. Some of you are forgetting to do what you need to do to change that image. I'm going to, because it's called Cool Search, and this sort of looks like it's searching the heavens, this particular image, I'm going to click on that image. If you don't actually click and select the image, it won't change the background for you. So I'm clicking on it, but then there's a second step. Click to proceed. And why didn't that change the image, Phil? What did I do? Choose the background image. Okay, here we go. I clicked it, right? Maybe this is why you're having a problem. There we go. It changed. Okay, so you really need to select it, and it won't change until you do. Now, look at the mess that I have created. The background I picked is very dark. So obviously, I can't use the same overlay that I was playing around with. I don't have to change my copy, but I do have to change the image, the overlay, sorry, not the image. I changed the image and then it buried my overlay. So I'm going to come down. You have a nice choice. You can do black overlays, white overlays, orange black overlays, yellow white overlays, black overlay, white overlay. Those are solid. In this case, simply because of the colors, I'm going to choose the gradient overlay, which is kind of this bluey green see-through thing. And once you choose it, you got to go add to the form. So right away you see that it has brightened up and that it doesn't bury the background. Now I don't know yet if I'm going to keep this. I don't know if I like this yet. I'm going to show you how to check it, but I'm going to choose an action button, and since we're dealing with the greenies, mostly green colors, I'm going to click Get Access Now. Once I select that, I've got to put click to proceed, and you can see that access button just changed to green. All right, now I'm ready to save it. I still don't know if I love it. We're going to look in a minute, but I'm going to go, I'm going to do one thing before I save it. It says checkbox to ping the weblogs. So what this does, and we'll do more when we get over to So Cool, I'm checking the box. What this does is tell the search engines, heads up search engines, there's new content on the net. I want you to take a look. And so I'm definitely always going to check the ping box. And now I'm going to save the details. Okay, so where do I check my details? I can either hit back. I usually go to my pages, and there's the one that I just created, buy and sell keywords. I want to see what it looks like in full bloom, so I click on it. And okay, it's not bad. Maybe later I'll change the background, but this is good enough for now. Before you send out your capture page, you must test to make sure that you haven't made a mistake. You can edit your capture page at any time. But first, let's make sure that you actually have created what you think you have created. So you're going to enter your own name, and then you're going to enter an email address. I'm going to do one that I hope I haven't used a lot, because otherwise, by the way, a couple of you have asked this question, how come when I test, I'm not getting my own validation or a validation link sent from Aweber or GetResponse or Traffic or GVO? The reason for that is, at least I know for me, I have tested with a lot of the emails that I usually work with. And once you do that, then they don't send you another validation link because you're already on your own list. So if you want somebody who makes a lot of capture pages, I'll often, just to test the sales funnel, throw in a completely phony email just so it takes me through the practice. Now, this is not phony, but if I'm on my own Aweber list, I'm going to have a problem. So we'll see in a minute. No, okay, we're fine. So what happened? I put my name and email address in, and it took me to my first redirect, which is Cool Search, right? Now, if I go later on to jamlist1@gmail.com, which is a real email address, I will get a validation link from Aweber. Okay, so now that disappears. I can look around this site, but let's say I'm not interested in joining Cool Search. So now I'm going to close the page, and I want to see what's the next page that it brings me to. It brings me to So Cool, which was the second redirect link that I put in there, second part of my sales page. Okay, somebody's come there, and they don't like Cool Search. They don't like So Cool. Can I get them on your list? Meaning, can I make a sale to them and on your list? In your third position, guys, you always want to try to put a paid program. Why? Because you've already captured the lead from your capture page. You don't need to capture the lead over and over again. You've captured them in the back office of On Your List, which I'm going to show you. If you've put an autoresponder in, you've captured them in your autoresponder. Now you've sent them to 2 pages that they've totally ignored, right? I want to sell them something, so don't put another free get them on a list in your third position. Put something they'll pay for. If I close So Cool and I stay on this page, this will take them to my On Your List page. And if they go down here, powered by On Your List, because that's the only clickable link, it will show your affiliate link, and they will sign up under you. And of course, On Your List is not a free program, but it's an inexpensive one. Remember that everybody gets into On Your List for $47. If they want to upgrade, it's an additional $67. But almost everybody who's marketing online can afford a $47 product. This is an excellent product to put in your third position, because now they've passed up your main program, maybe your second program. Try to sell them something that is useful and that they can use and that will not break the bank. Okay, so the sales funnel is working fine, right? Everything I put in there worked just the way it was supposed to work. So let me flip you guys over the other side here. Oh, wrong side. Let me go back into on your list. Let me show you first of all that I captured my own lead. So I'm going to go to my leads, which shows you every lead that comes in on your particular capture page. If I go to view the list, you'll see that my test sign up worked absolutely the way it was supposed to. I now have my own email in there and I can talk to myself all day long. But hopefully later on today we'll have other emails in there and then I can talk to the new leads that get on the list. Okay, so I need to get the link because I'm going to now promote this link. So I'm going to go back to my pages. I'm going to go get link for the one I just created. And it's going to be on your list, buy and sell keywords for profit. That's the link that I'm now going to take, and I'm going to show you the first thing that I do with this link. Okay, let's put it somewhere so I know where it is and I can find it again. Okay, remember I said that this is now a unique link. There is nobody else on the net that has a link that says on your list, buy and sell keywords. Very important to keep that in mind as we go through this. So where am I going to go? The first place I'm going to go, whoa, I don't want to cancel the webinar. That's definitely not where I want to go. The first place I want to go is to, remember we talked before we started about the social media posting. The first place I'm going to go is I'm going to take this. I'm not going to do all 4 of these. I just want to show you how it works. I'm going to select this new page that I just made. I'm going to select message 1, which is probably already selected. Yep. And I'm going to add that. And all I'm going to do is go post to Facebook. And if we had more time, I would go through all of these for you, but it's very simple. You just first connect to the social media site, and once you connect one time, you can post once daily from whatever capture page you want to post. You can post it once per day. Now then a countdown clock will start. And tomorrow I can post the same capture page if I want. I can post any one of my other 43. So that's the absolute easiest and first place that I want you to go with your capture page. What's the next easiest? I am going to go into a site that I never fail to use. If I make a capture page, you can bet that I take it over to a site called CoolPing. CoolPing is something that is automatic. You put your URL in for any program at all, and you just leave it there. We automatically ping your link every 3 days for you. If you have a unique link in CoolPing, you are going to be much better off than if, like, let's say I put my Cool Search affiliate link in, coolsearch.com/Bach. That is not a link I am going to get a lot of action on because it's a link like everybody else has. But this one, which is my capture page, I am going to get action on it because the search engines like it. So I have an account here, and I'm going to log in, if it's going to let me log in. And let me just show you how easy this is. First of all, This is one of the cheapest sites that you can advertise at. $7.25 a month, you get 25 URLs. Now, obviously, I spent a little bit more money. I've got 500 URLs, and you can see I've filled up 114 of them. Here's what you do when you log into CoolPing. You go to Add New URL. Watch how easy this is, right? Now, it needs a keyword, so I'm going to use my own keyword, buy and sell. That's just like a title. So I'm going to use my own title, keywords for profit. I'm going to pop this URL in that we just made. Now, by the way, you get the first link is free, so you can put it in, but it doesn't ping automatically, so you're sort of wasting your time. Spend the $7.25 a month for 25 URLs. It's really worth it. I don't put in an RSS URL. You can do that if you want. My site is actually about advertising, but there's a lot of categories that you could pick. So let's make this just so I can change it for you, BizOp, because it's also a BizOp. It's not a blog, it's a website, but you can put in blog. You save the URL. That's it, guys. There is nothing. I never go back in unless a site goes down and I happen to remember it, but it doesn't even matter if a site goes down. You just add your new unique links like this that I just did. Put every one of your capture pages into CoolPing. It takes, you saw me, it takes 10 seconds to do that. It is really worth it because, as Phil is fond of saying, he has a blog that I'm going to whisper this, but he hardly ever posts on it, and he never promotes it. And he only has it in CoolPing, and he gets signups to it all the time. Not huge amounts. I'm not saying this is the end-all and be-all. You're not going to get thousands and thousands of signups. But you just let this thing ride in here. They are going to find you because the search engines are pinged. Your URL is pinged every 3 days. It's really a cool place. Okay, easiest thing I could show you, CoolPing. So now we're gonna, oops, I forgot. I gotta keep you over here so I can log in. Okay, now we're going over to SoCool, and I want you to really pay attention. SoCool is where I make 75% of my sales, and I am not kidding you. But you got to use it every day, and you have to know how to use it. So let's go find SoCool. We're going to log into my SoCool account. And I'm going to show you exactly how I approach my new capture page that I just made. I have so many SoCool accounts, I got to find the right one. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, this is not a webinar on SoCool, so I'm going to go fairly fast. I'm going to show you what I do at SoCool. We have lots of webinars in the training area to show you exactly how to do it. But I want to show you the procedure so that you understand what to do when. The first thing I'm going to do at SoCool is I'm going to go to the posting sites. We have three places at SoCool you can post. One is called Post Message, one is called SockWall, one is called CoolWall. I want to tell you guys the Post Message is fine. I don't use it. The reason I don't use it, so we're not even going to make a post there, but it's a short post of 500 characters, is because SockWall is really a powerful post. And let me show you why. If you click on SockWall, you can add anything you want and as long as you want. Any post at all about anything. You can write a press release, you can write an article, or you can do a straight ad on SockWall. And when I post on SockWall, I'm going to post to all of the social media sites and two targeted blogs. That means I am reaching around 50 social media sites like LinkedIn and Delicious and Facebook and I don't know, there's a whole list in there, 50 of them. And then I'm going to ping the weblogs. Remember, we were just doing that over at Cool Ping. This pings about 50 weblogs right here. And I'm going to select targeted blogs. This is very important. This is why I want to post from Sockwall. I want to pick, we're posting about an advertising site, so there's something called Cool Advertising. I'm going to post on that blog because it's relevant to my capture page. And let's see what else we have here. We don't want to post on Cool Golf because it's not related to golf. Cool Entrepreneurs. You're buying and selling keywords for profit. I'm going to post my site there. Then I'm going to take a post, and I have one somewhere ready to go so you don't have to watch me type it. Let's come down here. Okay, so this is called the longer post for Sockwall. So I've already got it set up, and I already put the capture page that I created in there because I knew what it was going to be called. So I'm just going to copy this. And then I'm going to throw it up onto Sockwall. And let me show you why this is so important as opposed to going to the little short post at So Cool. I'm not gonna format it. You can do all sorts of fancy things. You can format it and make it bold and pretty and all that. I'm not gonna do that to take up your time right now. All I'm gonna do right now is save the post because I want to show you something really important about it. And when we're in the webinar, it takes a bit of time to save, so we'll just let it go through. Once I save a Sockwall post, I am going to be able to grab a unique link. Remember, when we started out talking about a unique link. Watch what my Sockwall post looks like. When it comes up, it does take a little while when we're in the webinar, but this is what everybody, if you make a Sockwall post, it's really quite an intriguing post because obviously it puts your subject line in. You can make it all beautiful whatever way you want to do it. But if you go down to the bottom of it, it generates a unique link for you. So I'm not going to do it again. I showed you how Cool Ping works. But if this were a site that I was really interested in giving it a lot of jazz and a lot of, action, I would take this unique link, which is exactly about the same thing as my capture page, and throw it right back into Cool Ping. Why? Because there is no other link on the net than this one. Every time you post at Sockwall, you create a unique link that you can use in emails and it will get blocked less. You can use on posting sites. You can use in traffic exchanges. You can use it all over the net, and that's one of the reasons I use Sockwall. Obviously, my posts can be as long as I like, so that's very beneficial. Now, where is the other? This is going out to the social media sites and targeted blogs. I wanted to go out to two other places, and I want it to go out right now. So I'm going to go to Coolwall. Why do I want to post it on Cool? Because there are 1,479,000 people who have access and view Coolwall. That's a lot of people. I want my message on Coolwall, so I don't miss a day posting on Cool. Not a day. If you look, you will see a post from So Cool 99% of the time. Maybe I miss a day here and there, but not often. So now this can only be a shorter post. So I'm going to go here and catch. This can only be 500 characters. We did the longer one, so let me close that so I don't try to put that in. And let's go for a short post. Now, those of you who are old So Cool hands know, I mean cool, so cool, but you use Cool know that if you try to put a regular link on Cool, anywhere else on So Cool you can put regular links, any links you want. Not on Cool. We have 5 different kind of links, and you can read that at your leisure. One of them, because it's a unique link, is an on your list capture page, and we just added that once we launched on your list. And the reason we don't want any old links on here is because Cool is all over the net on all different kinds of sites, and the owners of those sites don't want to see bit.ly links and links that they don't know where they're going to, or affiliate links. They don't want to see really kind of straight addy links. So now you can put your capture page on Cool. So I'm going to take this short message and I'm going to pop it in there. You want to make sure that it's under 500 characters. If you click at the end, I still have 23 characters to go, so I'm fine. I'm going to post it on all the networks. I'm going to select my 2 targeted blogs. I'll probably do different ones. This is Cool Social Media, and Cool Search is a social media and search engine, so definitely I want to do that. And let's do... we'll do Cool Blogger over here. So now I'm posting on 2 separate blogs, posting to 1.4 million people. I'm going to hit update. And when that flips over, that's going to be on Cool, so it can be seen by all Cool viewers. And let's just go take a quick look over at Facebook, so that you can see my posts that I've been doing. Let me see if I can find out where my Facebook account is here somewhere. I hope none of you have as many things in your favorites as I do, because it could really drive you crazy. I know I could just go to facebook.com, but that's just so boring, so let's try this. I know it's in here somewhere. There it is. Okay. So we're going to pop over to my Facebook account. And then we're going to go to the Jane part. Buy and sell your own keywords. Right? Need fast cash? So this is an all, I forgot to change the link to the capture page, but this is coming from So Cool 59 seconds ago. So it should have the capture page in it. And now somebody is going to ban me because I put in the wrong link on Cool Search. But anyway, when you post from So Cool, it will end up here. Here's the one that I posted from On Your List. That actually came from On Your List. This one came from So Cool, which is the first one we did, buy and sell your own keywords for profit. That's the one that I did on Sockwall. So you can see that if I didn't screw up the Cool one, we'd all be in better shape, but I did. But you get the idea. So all 3 of those will appear on Facebook, and because of that, you may not want to choose to post the same one from On Your List and from Cool and from Sockwall. But I just wanted to give you an idea of what you could do with this post. Now, remember I said there's something, and it's even more important than the posting that I do. I go to posting first. Then I have a list, because So Cool auto builds a list for you. So everyone at So Cool, even if you're a free member of So Cool, we start building a list for you as soon as you sign up. I'm not going to go into Sokins and how that's done. Again, we're not doing a thing on So Cool, just showing you what I do with my capture page. I immediately email it. You can only do this if you're a silver member or higher of So Cool, but I can email my list. In my case, I have a list of 18,000 members at So Cool. So that's a big list. I can email them every 3 days. So I'm going to take this short message. Let's see if I can find it with the right link in it. Hang on. Let's actually send the right message out now without my affiliate link in it. Well, I'm just going to send it. I can't find it right now, so I'm just going to type it out real short for you. This, you can send a message every 3 days, a short message, 500 characters. So all you do is hit send your message now, and I'm going to do buy and sell keywords for profit. Fund. Now we'll do a little more. Own your own keywords. Grab them before someone else does. I'm going to tell them it's really inexpensive. Fund your account with as little as $10. And now I'm going to put my capture page, the one we just created. Let me grab that so I get the right page in there this time. I'm going to take my On Your List capture page and I am going to put it in the email. Now, what does this mean I'm doing? First of all, to reach people by email is still one of the best things you can do. And because I am not sending out an affiliate link, I'm going to accomplish two things. I am going to get more of my mail through to my followers, which are my list members. And I'm also going to capture these leads on my buy and sell list On Your List. And I'm also, by the way, going to capture them at Aweber. So to email people, I'm just going to email my followers. This is just like a mailer that many of you use on the net. Nothing different except it is limited to 500 characters. So, okay, I'm just going to click to send a direct message. And when it flips over, there's a little mailing bar that tells you it's going out. You just let that close. It takes a second, and that's it. Okay, so let's sum up where we are, because I'm going to show you one more place that I put my capture page. Now, obviously, you can take your capture page and put it anywhere, on any email list, on any traffic exchange. You can buy, paid advertising, whatever you want to do. But this is what I do routinely. So what did we do first? We did the social posting from On Your List. What did we do second? We went over to SoCool and we posted on SockWall and CoolWall. If you wanted to, you could post on the short message too. We then emailed our trackers. Very important. That is the strongest part of SoCool, is the mailer. So I just want to let you in on that, because that is really where you get your most bang for your buck, when you can use the SoCool mailer. There is another part that I do as a routine, and that is I go over to a site called SoCool Submit. Now, this is one of the easiest sites you're ever going to see. SoCool Submit is a combination of two of our sites. One is SoCool and one is Yakimore. And when you are a member of SoCool Submit, you can reach all of the Yakimore and SoCool members all together. Remember, at SoCool, you can reach your downline, the list that we build for you. So many of you who've been with us have lists of 1,000, 4,000, 6,000 at SoCool. That's great, but you can't reach all of the SoCool members unless you use SoCool Submit. When you belong to SoCool Submit, let me just log in so you can see what I'm talking about. You can reach over, I think it's close to 110,000 members now at SoCool and Yakimore, and you can reach them all with one click. So this is another place that I routinely take my capture page and put it in. Let's go into this account. Hopefully I haven't used it so that, okay. So I don't want to go over all of So Submit. The main part of So Submit is what we call the So Submitter. When you click on this, and this is a paid program, this is not free to use. They're all different memberships, and you can, check out the site at your leisure. But what you do is you go to the submitter and you need to log in only using your So details, because when you sign up to So you are automatically signed up to Yakima. So it's the same login. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to log into my So account, not my So Submit account. That might be a different login. But to use the submitter, you log in. And what does it do? It takes you over to a short posting box. Again, 500 characters. You put in your message, buy and sell. I'm not going to put in the whole one now, but keywords for profit. Okay, and then I'm going to post. You can go obviously longer than that, and you do put in a link. See if I still have this in my, oops, that's not it. Let's just copy this link so that people don't get a completely empty email. So I'm going to put the capture page in. Okay, so we'll just pop that in again. You have 500 characters, because this is just like making a post from the short post box. It's so cool, except that one only reaches your own So list. This one is going to go to all, and it says success. And now this link has gone to the posting pages of every single So and Yakima member. And let me tell you that 100,000 people is nothing to sneeze at, and it goes there every day. You can do it once a day, and it will show not only on your So and Yakima account, but on everybody else's account. So obviously there are many, many places that you can take your capture page on the net. This is what works for me. This is what I do without fail daily. And as you can see, I mean, obviously I slowed the process down so I could show you, but this does not take a lot of your time, guys. But you need to do two things to do what I just did effectively. First of all, if you joined on your list as a professional member, that's fine. That's the $47 membership. But I highly, highly recommend that you upgrade your account to the unlimited, because much of what I just showed you when we did the create page is not something that you can do as a professional member. You really need to be an unlimited member of on your list, because first of all, if you're going to promote it to other people, you're going to make a 50% commission. And I have to tell you that most people do not join as a professional. If they do, they upgrade quickly to unlimited, because it has so much more benefits. You can add videos, you can create a 3 sales funnels like I showed you that we did. It's just a much more flexible membership than the professional. So the first thing I really recommend, and Phil, if you can you put up the, oh, they can't see your screen. I'd have to put it up. Okay. All right. I'll put this up for you, because if you go to upgrade in the members area of on your list and you've paid the $47, you're going to pay $97. That's the price that it is in the members area. So if you want to go from a professional to the unlimited, it's just a one-time payment, then I want you to use this bonus one link where you will pay 67, not 97, and it's a manual upgrade, and we will just manually upgrade your account from professional to unlimited. But you really want to have the flexibility to create custom pages and to use all of the redirects available and to add video and to upload images and all of the functions that On Your List offers. So this is a really good deal. It is an additional $67 in addition to the $47. This is not an upgrade in the traditional sense of you can either pay $47 or $67. Everybody pays $47, and then it's an additional $67. But the benefit to you is not only what you get On Your List, it's the fact that if you resell it, you get paid 50% instead of 35% on the commissions. And I have to tell you that over 70% of the people who buy the $47 one go on to the 67 because they see the value of using all of the flexible parts. That's one. If you can swing this, guys, as I have often said to many of you, I make 60 to 75% of my sales at SoCool. SoCool is one of the most, if you use it and you use it regularly like I just showed you, and basically that's all you need to do. There are a lot of other things you could do at SoCool. Forget it. Forget it. What you want to do is post to the social media sites, and you want to email your list every 3 days. This is what gives you that, and it's the most bang for your buck. It's $197 a year. It's the SoCool Silver membership, and you really, really should be using that. Now, everybody has a different budget amount. If you can't swing that, for goodness sake, join. You got to get your leads somewhere. So if you can't swing the 197, then go over to this little site, CoolPing, which is over here, CoolPing, and pay $7.25 a month. That is about the cheapest advertising you can get. And keep it there. Keep it there. Just let it ride. Put it in once. Don't even think about it again. It is pinging for you automatically. So I really recommend you do this. And SoCool Submit is great, but before you do SoCool Submit, which is $29 a month and $49 a month, and there's lots of memberships over there. I want you to get SoCool before you get SoCool Submit, because SoCool Submit is like icing on the cake, but it's this silver membership or higher, but at least go silver. I know some of you upgrade to the $49.95 a month, and at the risk of losing money on you, I want to tell you that the $49.95 a month membership and this $197 a year is the exact same membership, except that you don't get 500. When you upgrade to silver, we give you 500 instant list members, and we give you 7.5 million tokens, which grows your list. So instead of paying $600 a year and not getting that, you're paying $197 a year. I never understand why people don't see the benefit. I'm a big one on, if you see a deal, you grab it. You don't go pay the higher amount. Don't do it. So, I know it's great. People collect monthly fees and yada-da, but I really want to tell you where the benefit is. The benefit is in SoCool Silver, because we do special things for our silver members, like give them 500 targeted instant listeners, not just list members. If you signed up for with interest in real estate, law, and coaching, you will get 500 targeted members in real estate. If you signed up as a biz op person, because many of you may have signed up a while ago, you don't remember, but we asked you for 3 areas of interest. That some of it was emailing, advertising, marketing, biz ops, pets. I don't care what, we have a category for it. We give you 500 targeted list members. You can't buy that for $197. Just that alone costs $495. So what I'm saying to you is you need to have a plan for your marketing. It's this on your list, by the way. I got to give it to Phil. I hope you give him some applause because he has created really a dynamite site here, and we have other things in the works on it that you're going to love. And it is. I can't keep out of this site, but what you need to do is get leads. And once you create a capture page, you need to put it somewhere. Cool Ping, very inexpensive. So Cool will really give you results. You want to be a So Cool Silver member. And then the next would be to go to So Cool Submit so you can reach all of the So Cool members instead of just your own list. Those would be my 3 recommendations, except, guys, this I came across yesterday. You probably all know I wrote a book on lists because I'm like the queen of lists. I build them all over the place. I have 600,000 people on my list. So I wrote a book on it. And some of you own it. That's great. But I want you to take a look at this today. This has nothing really to do with our webinar, but it has everything to do with it. This is a mailing list. I don't know when it opened, maybe 3-4 weeks ago, but I just saw it. And it costs $69.95 one time, right? One time. And I think it has about 1,500 people on the list. So it's not a huge list, but it's $69 one time. Once you pay the $69, if you promote it, you earn the whole $69. I never heard of such a thing. Really, I'm sure I know about Pure Leverage and Empower, but that's a whole other thing, and monthly fees and all that. I have never seen a mailer where you could pay $69, you make one sale, you got the $69 back in your pocket. This is a good deal. It has nothing to do with on your list, except, as you can see, I'm promoting it with an on your list capture page. So I made my money back, I don't know, 4 or 5 times over with this, because who doesn't want a mailer? You cannot have too many mailers. And if you use the capture page on them, you are going to capture every one of the leads from that new mailer, and you're going to get them on your own list. So, okay, enough said. I don't usually promote at my webinars, but I just saw this here. I don't promote other things that, are just came out of the blue, but this one knocked my socks off because I love creative people, and whoever the owner is of this, to offer 100% for commission is not only insane, but it's good for you. If it's good for you, I'm going to tell you about it because that's a really good deal. So if there are any of you who would like to come online, we're going to end now, and that's basically the end of the webinar, and I'm so glad that you guys joined us, and I want to thank you for spending, I know a few of you got closed down, which I'm really sorry about, but we did record it, so I will make sure that everybody who wanted to get in will see this webinar. If you have any questions, you can keep typing them to Phil in the chat box. If you have a mic and you'd like to get on and say hello, let Phil know, and I will find you somewhere in this huge number of people, and I will unmute you, and you can ask us anything you like, because we are happy to stay. Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't get to say hello to all of you. Wow. Hi, Corinne. How are you? Dale. Christine, I'm saying hello now because I didn't see you in the beginning. Aziz, nice to see you. I know you're so upset about your soakins, but I should have showed you. If you have a minute, Aziz, I want to show you something. You can all stay and watch this if you want to, but Aziz was worried about something, so let me show you something, just so you don't feel badly about soakins that somebody claimed. Let me see if I can get rid of some of this stuff that's open so you guys can see this. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into So Cool. Stay with me here for a second, Aziz, because I want you to be happy when I finish this. Okay, we're going into So Cool. Here was Aziz's problem. He When you're in SoCal, you make an offer of SOKNs, right? Or we make an auto offer for you, which you can change and you can make a bigger offer. And I'm going to show you something. Um, oh my God, I lost SoCal. All right, hang on. That's what happens when you have too many favorites. Okay, so I'm going to go to SoCal. I'm going to log in here. So Aziz was upset because somebody was following him and then got off his list, which happens, guys. People are allowed to follow you, and then just like anywhere else, they're allowed to unfollow you. So you want to make sure you keep them very happy with interesting messages. But no matter what, people unsubscribe from lists. They unsubscribe from your list. It's so cool. That happens. So Aziz posed a good question to me. Well, this guy took some of my SOKNs and then he got off my list. Shouldn't I get the SOKNs back? So actually, no. He gets to keep the SOKNs. You got to hope that most people will not get off your list. But let me show you how easy it is. If you want to collect SOKNs for your own account, you go to money. Just think money and click on the money thing and go to SOKNs. Okay. Now, I have 98 million SOKNs at SoCal. You know how I get them? I'm not going to go over everything that goes on in SoCal, but this is how easy it is to earn SOKNs. You go to claim SOKNs, right? And here are people who are offering SOKNs. Here's somebody offering 1,500, 500, 500. Now, I claim SOKNs every day, but if you're new to SoCal, you're going to see people offering 500,000 SOKNs, 400,000, 300, 200 for one follower. And here's my current SOKN list. If I want to earn literally millions of SOKNs because people are offering huge numbers, if you're in a bigger account, because I collect them every day, I just go track. Okay, takes me 1 second. I've earned 1,500. Okay, I'm going to go track. In 1 second, I've put 500 more SOKNs in my account. My point is if somebody, let's say you're offering, for argument's sake, 100,000 SOKNs for everyone who tracks you. You can earn that back in 5 seconds. Go to claim SOKNs and get your SOKNs back. Don't worry if somebody gets off your list. Don't take it as a personal insult. It's fine. What you're interested in is offering as many SOKNs. For example, guys, I offer, let's see, my current offer. I have an offer of 567,000 SOKNs. That's why I have 18,000 people on my list, because I go in and I earn SOKNs every day, which builds up a reservoir of a huge number of SOKNs. And anyone who follows me and who logs into their SoCal account, you can do this even as a free member, and go to claim SOKNs. You will see that the username SoCal is offering $567,000. You track me, you get my 567,000. My account goes down by 567,000. But I have a tracker. I have somebody on my list. And if I can keep you on my list and keep you interested in what I'm doing, then I don't care how many SOKNs I've given you. I could give you 1 million SOKNs and it'd be worth it to me, because down the road you may become a customer, maybe a coach, maybe you'll teach me something, whatever. But don't worry about your SOKNs. They are so easy to earn back. And offer as many as you can, because, let me see who's offering. See, here's somebody. Oh my God, these people are way ahead of me, that's for sure. Somebody's offering 800,000. Go in and click on tracking RS cut because you're going to pick up 800,000. Here's somebody offering 750,000. I'm a mere piker at 567,000. So these are people who are offering large amounts of tokens, as you can see. They can earn them back in a heartbeat because we're all crazy over in SoCal. We'll offer you 1,000,000 tokens like falling off a log. So I just wanted to mention that to you, Aziz, because I felt badly. I know what you were saying, but we don't want to put credit links and all that stuff in our mailers. This is not, we have dozens of mailers. Go to Jam Marketing Inc. Many of our mailers that we have set up have credit links in them, but that's not so cool. So cool is really a social media site for business people. So I am sympathetic, but not too sympathetic, because you can do what I just did. You can earn them back in a heartbeat. So I hope I answered that for you. Now, if anybody wants to come on line with me, just let Phil know we're going to stay for a few more minutes until we answer everybody's questions. But if you want to ask me a question, or Phil, if there are any general questions, I really love to because if you have some general questions, maybe many of the people who are still with us also have that question. Hang on, I'm going to see what the most general question is here.
What is the difference between making capture pages, making capture pages from a WordPress site with a plugin to make capture pages? I'm answering that.
Oh, wait, that's a very good question, but I'm going to put Phil on because he's answering that anyway, and I'm going to let him answer it because I don't use the WordPress one, so hang on.
Yeah, the question that I'm getting here is, hi everybody, I'm Phil Baston, by the way, in case you don't know me. What is the difference between on your list than making capture pages from my WordPress site with a plugin to make capture pages? It's very simple, actually. There are a number of capture page creators out there. Some you can get as plugins for WordPress sites, some you can buy access to, and usually they charge a monthly fee. The feedback that we get most often, which is why we created On Your List, is that they are very complicated to learn. Some of them, will set up a capture page nice and easy, but they don't create the sales funnel to go with it. They won't allow you to create custom pages where you can do different things. They don't make it easy to market, for instance. With On Your List, you can do automatic pinging. You can do posting to your Facebook and Twitter and SoCal sites. That we're building all of that in. And there's a lot more that's coming down the pike, but it's essentially yeah, a lot of them do. But I guess, if you've got an unlimited account with On Your List, it's dead easy to use. It has a sales funnel creator that's basically just a matter of plugging in URLs. It has a custom page creator that you can plug in at any point in your sales funnel timeline. You can add videos. Coming this week, you will be able to add a timer to your capture pages, a countdown timer. We'll be adding new ways for you to add autoresponders that are not covered. At the moment, we cover Aweber, GetResponse, Traffic Wave, and GVO, but there will be also a system coming that will be plugging in where you can actually enter your own autoresponder code, and it will take that and you'll be able to use your own code. So there's a whole bunch of things that are in there now, which is why our members are so excited about it, but there's a lot more coming that's going to make this system absolutely so simple to use and so drop dead as an offer. I mean, it's just going to be a no-brainer when people come to it.
I just want to add one thing. That was a good question because there are other lead capture pages out there. I've tried some. I can't use them. I asked Phil because I really am not good technically. I'm sure many of you are, but I'm not. And I'm sure many of you are not too. You're in my league, which is called Tech Idiot. I said to Phil, I want something that I can do because I've been in a lot of this software and I look at it and I throw up my hands. That is not a good thing to do once you've paid for something, is to throw up your hands and say, I can't do this. I don't want to learn it. It's too hard. Now, um, so that's one thing about on your list. But there's a very something else that's even more important. That is that with most capture page sites, with many, let's put it that way, you are seeing your images, your background images coming and going all over the net. I don't know if you've noticed those two people on the beach that we use as just the default one, but they are all over the net, as are many images that are bought from these image sites. Nothing wrong with that, but we wanted something a little bit different. So we went to a New York artist that many of you may know, Walter Barbarian. He is this great artist and a really nice guy, and we begged and we pleaded and we said, Walter, please give us some of your back images, which, by the way, he sells from, I guess, on the low side a couple of $100,000 and on the high side over $1 million. So it was not some small thing that he gave us, which I am really appreciative. And you will notice that many of the images actually give attribution to Walter. Those are his images, and they are beautiful. They are really stunning. So that is a very unique part of On Your List, which you are not going to find, I guarantee you, anywhere on the net. And you can upload your own images, which I love that idea. So if you're good at that, if you can go, and if you're a good photographer, for example, you take your own pictures. Paula Fry, I don't know if you've noticed some of her capture pages, but they are dynamite. And I don't know if Ken and Chassie are still here, but they did their own image of it. It's called Jackass Marketing, and they did this great donkey one. I mean, some of you are so creative that I look at them and I go, oh my God, this is just wonderful. So that's a really nice feature. Even I learned how to do that, by the way. I don't know how to I can resize. If somebody gives me a picture, an image that's bigger than 2000 by 11, I know to go to this resize it place. I can resize it to 2000 by 1100. The reason I'm telling you that is I'm telling you that if I can do it, anyone can do it. And then you put it on your desktop somewhere, and then you just upload it to On Your List. So it's very easy. In fact, this one sitting on my desktop now is one I uploaded yesterday. So, and we are working on some things that I am really not allowed to tell you about. Phil is telling you about the simple ones that we're working on, but we are working on something that no one else will ever have on the net. I promise you, they will never have it on the net. So there are things coming to On Your List. If you've been a member of SoCool and you know Phil and I, you saw SoCool develop from a posting site to about 5 or 6 social media sites 4 years ago to this really big, thriving enterprise where we're in front of 1.4 million people, and you can email and you can post and you can ping and you can, God only, you could turn your world upside down. So I think there is, and most of you, we've gotten very nice feedback from many of you. Thank you so much. If you send it in formally and say it's a testimonial, you get to go on the testimonial pages, which gives you huge exposure. So if you do like the site, you can give them my email, Jane. Oh, I'll type it in here. If you want to send in, because it really is, if you like a site, I do this regularly, by the way, guys, only if I like a site, but if I like it, I send the owner, you don't have to need the mail to, just mail in and say testimonial for On Your List. Jane Mark 4 is the one we take testimonials at gmail.com. Send in a testimonial with your picture attached and with a link that you want us to put under your testimonial. It can be for any page you want. But this is a wonderful way to get exposure on the net. It's free advertising for you. Why people don't do this unless you hate the site. If you don't like the site, don't do it because we don't want phony testimonials. But if you really like a site, and boy, there are many, many good sites around the net, do this as a regular routine. Send the owner. You can do it through their support, or if they give you an email to send it in. Don't even sit on it, because people do look through testimonials on a site. And if yours is there and they see your name, it's even just good branding for you. Even if they don't go to your site, it doesn't matter. They've seen the name, whatever it is, Barbara or Alex or, Aziz or whoever you are. Send the owner of a site that you like a testimonial. They love it. They remember it, that you took the time to do that, and you get exposure for it. That's just a simple free marketing tip. You should do it for every single site that you are a member of that you really do like and really do use. Don't send in a phony one, but do send testimonials in, because they really get your name around the net, and it's important. Do we have one more general question, and then I think we're going to wrap it up? Phil, give me another general one, because that was a good one before. Wait, Phil is looking for a general question. And you are welcome to stay, guys, as long as we're here. I don't want to keep you I know it's Saturday in the middle of the summer, but, we love to talk. We love to teach, so we're happy to stay here and answer your questions. Give me a more general one. Hang on. We're getting a general question that many of you may. Siegfried says. Right. Right. Oh, we just got a great testimonial right here. Siegfried says, wait, I'm going to let Phil read this because this is exactly how I feel.
Just got a nice little note here from Siegfried. Hello everyone, I grabbed the unlimited membership at OnYourList a week ago, created capture pages within seconds, and have been using it exclusively since. I am very happy with OnYourList. Thank you so much, Siegfried. We put a lot of work into this site. It's taken months and months to build it, and we're just so thrilled that everyone is happy with the results that they're getting from it. But thank you very much.
I want just tell him 1 minute because I have to.
Okay, Jane's busily just doing something for a second.
I just want to show you something so that you know how effective this site can be. Let me log in. I just want to show you the leads because it's going to blow your mind. Oh, I'm not talking. Phil's reminded me I don't have the microphone. I'm just going to show you one other quick thing, then we'll end this. But once you create a capture page, once you take it out on the net and start promoting it, I just want to show you the possibilities you have. Now, I create a lot of capture pages, and I have, 73 leads here, 26 leads here. But mostly right now I'm promoting OnYourList, right? 1,022 leads, guys, from one capture page. One capture page that I've promoted, I guess it's either 10 or 11 days now. That's it. That's a list of 1,022 people. I've been doing this business a long time. It is not easy to build lists. When you can see those kind of numbers coming in, this is a system that is working. And I know about building lists, and I cannot get 1,000 people on a list in 3 weeks. I can get 1,000 people on a list, but it would probably take me more than 2 months. And I have big lists. So if I'm starting something new, maybe I can do that. This is, you really, if you take all my leads here, I've got between all of the pages, maybe a couple of thousand people, new leads for my business. That is so important. That's why I am so enthusiastic to get you really, really going on your list, because this is no fool around baloney. This is 1,022 leads. And even Florence, I don't know if she's still here, but Florence got 19. She did a very small mailing. She ordered a solo ad. I saw it, and it was only a mailing to 1,000 people, and she picked up 19 leads. Well, on a solo ad, guys, believe it or not, that's a very good return. And if you can get 19 people to talk to, you can probably make sales to at least 2 or 3 of them. That is so important. I can't tell you how you want to start using this system. And as Siegfried said, use it every day, all the time, for whatever you're promoting. You really will start to build your business. So I think we're going to wrap it up. So we're going to let you all. We went way beyond the hour. I apologize. But I'm delighted you were here, and we're going to end it now, Phil. Is that okay? Okay. We're going to end this all for everybody. We'll have many more. So have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.